ahead and use these. What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Gesundheit.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
Hey guys, welcome to my next review. This is the FansToys FT-32B Wright. Now this is FansToys version of a masterpiece Scavenger of the Constructicons Scavenger. So let's get him out of his plastic and get him unboxed. Now I just picked this guy up from Shozy. I had him on pre-order and he came in. So let's get a look at the box. So here is the front, the artwork showing FT-32B. Here's the side, just says his name. The top with the excavator artwork. Bottom, same picture. And here's the back showing the render and robot mode. Also, small bio. Well, small is 3 freaking paragraphs. If you would like to read it, just take a screenshot. And then here's some various other pictures. There's a cross sell with Scrapper, where I just did a review recently. And then there they are in their alt modes. And there he is in his arm mode. So right now this is member number 2 of FansToys Devastator. And FansToys is calling their Devastator Gargantus. So let's get the styrofoam insert pulled out. And let's cut this tape. coffin. And here he is. Take out his accessories. And let's get him out. Get this out of the way. So, let's see. Looks like the only thing you have to do is flip his feet down and out. That's in there tight. What's the dealio here? Huh. There we go. Just had to push right there to get his heels out. All right, so take this down a little bit. He's got all kinds of styrofoam bits in his hands. Fingers are all messed up. So yeah, this is FansToys Wright or Scavenger out of the package. So let's get a close-up of them, or let's get a close-up look at them. So here is the head sculpt. Nice looking accurate head sculpt with styrofoam stuck on them. Chest and his legs. Here's from the side. Oh, the styrofoam is gonna be flipping annoying. Here's from the rear. Quite a big backpack on this guy. Now, if you're unfamiliar with my previous review of the Scrapper, I am not collecting. The FansToys is gonna be my Devastator. Because from everything that I've seen from FansToys, their Devastator is going to be very tune accurate. And it looks like their robot modes is what's taking the hit to get that accurate look in Devastator mode. And is what I'm going to use is X-Transbots will be my robot mode. And I already have one member of X-Transbots. I have Long Haul, and I need to do a review on that. So I'll probably be trying to knock that out before too long. So let's get a look at his accessories. So here's his instructions and his collector card. Got nice plastic cardstock. Same bio on the back of this card that's on the back of the box, and then tech specs. And here's his instructions. Kind of get an idea of that. So, all right, and then next up we have his blaster. Looks like it folds up. And then just like with Scrapper, we have another trumpet. Let's see if I can get that metal clanging sound. It is die-cast metal. So let's see. Let's look at articulation. So his head is on, it has a swivel joint and a hinge joint. So his head can go back to here and then go about that far forward, and then it can go around 360. His arms, shoulders can get just 90 degrees. And then it can go 360, but it runs into his backpack. He has a bicep swivel and single jointed elbows, but like how Scrapper had on his legs, it's kind of nice how there's this nice bit that comes out to not break up the sculpt, and with the the details. I don't think we got a waist swivel. Yep, he has a waist swivel. No ab crunch. And then you can lift his hip skirts up, and his legs can go out to here. They can't go back any. You can do splits, thigh swivel, single jointed knee to get more than 90 degrees. He does have a little bit of an ankle tilt, not much. The toes can go down, the heels can come up, and oh, I forgot to go over the hands. Hands are at a swivel point on a mushroom peg. His thumb is at a ball joint at the base, and then one knuckle, and then his fingers are all individual, and they have a base joint and one knuckle, pinned one knuckle. So yeah, that is it for articulation. So let me grab a couple things for comparison. And like I said, I think he has a decent looking toon look though. I mean, other than the kibbly bits on the back. But let's. All right, so one other thing, he does have his weapon, and it is like a typical Masterpiece or FansToys weapon. Pin on the blaster, and it's pinned for one side. So he is a righty. But yeah, so gun can fit in the same like that. Or if you want to store it, it can fit in his scoop. Just use this tab right here. It tabs in just like that. You can store it like that. All right, so let's get this blaster out. So let's go into alt mode. So you want to flatten his hands out, then rotate his head 180, and then this covers his face. Next, you want to pull the flaps down on his arm, rotate this panel, and rotate his arm. Do the same thing on the other side. Flip the panel, rotate. Let's see. Next, we want to untab his arms. Pull that out. Maybe. There we go. And then there's like a double rotation. You want it like that, and then rotate the arms down. You can do that now. So do the same thing with the other side. Pop the arm out of that clip, rotate. Want it looking like this, because you want the metal piece to be like in the front. And rotate the arms down at the shoulder joint, like that. So now we got that out of the way. let's do his feet. So to get his feet tucked in, you need to bend at the knee and then pop it like that, and then that allows you to access this panel. There. Collapse the heel, put the toe in his leg, and then collapse that back down. Do the same thing on the other side. Not gonna lie, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get this panel up. Even using the spudger, just there we go. All right, now we got that. Recollapse his leg, and go from there. So let's see, what do we do next? Extend his legs on that other hinge. And then this should be able to, flip these panels down. Panel on each side, and then now you can lift that up. So next, let's get those kind of out of the way. You can, so there's a hole, 2 tabs, tab, 2 holes. So what you want to do is you want to align, let's see if I can get a good view of it. You want to align that tab, and then once you have that tab aligned, the other just go in fine. Same thing with this side. Align that tab. And then this tab right here needs to go in. And that's for that. So, and then the next thing you want to do, you want to push this bit down so that way you can rotate the legs up. And then the legs tab in right there. Same thing on the other side. Rotate it, tab it in. And then you want to take these panels right here that are on the legs, and then they just fill that. Let's see. Keep those out. Now you can collapse the top. Let's tilt the camera down. I feel like I'm just holding it up too much. All right, so now since this is down, make sure those pins are in all the way, and then flip that panel, close this panel in the back, flip these panels down, and there you go. FansToys Wright Scavenger is now in excavator mode. It's a good looking excavator. I will have to say I like this better than the bot mode. And then just like how in robot mode you can store his gun. The horn you can't store, that's why I don't have it out. And then the shovel is on multiple hinges, so it can go out to here. And this spins, but that's really not. And then this hinges out like that. So yeah, you can get some dynamic looking movement. It doesn't rotate like an excavator does. So here is Scavenger next to a Masterpiece Blue Streak carbot. That's actually pretty close scale wise. Not too bad. All right, so let's go to combine mode. All right. Oh, there was one thing I forgot to do for excavator mode. These two panels need to be folded down. So yeah. So now let's go to combine mode. So let's see. Let's start by flipping this panel up. Why is it stuck for some reason? There. Flip these back panels up. Let's untab these panels and then bring the whole cab assembly up. Get that out of the way. Let's see, we need to untab the legs, swing those around. That one's tight. Tight. Oh, there we go. Swing it around. We want to pull those arms out of those tab points. Pull it out like that. Same thing with the other side. It does not want to come loose. I don't want to. There we go. No, just pull on it. And then these faux looking treads, those untab, come down. And then the next thing we want to do, let's see, what do we do next? We're going to pull out his fist and forearm. Next we want to flip these panels up. And this whole thing flips up. Hold on. This is when I was messing with it earlier. I had a hard time flipping this up. It's probably gonna be worse in front of the camera. This little crotch bit flipped up. Oh no. There we go. There we go. You have to push it down. It's annoying. And then, so now we can, let's see, where do we go next? I think, make sure these are flipped up. Oh, we gotta flip these panels up. Like that. And then now we can fold the legs up at the knee joint. And you want to, there's a clip right here, and that disengages it. So then you ratchet at the knee joint back down. Did I put this on the wrong side? No. It's not supposed to. Oh, you just don't put it down. Line it up like that. And then you engage the clip again. And you want to do that on the other side. Bend the knee, unclip, bend it back down, and then you can bend it without the bend at the knee. And then re-engage that clip. And then there's another hinge right here. And you collapse at that hinge. Back. Do it on the other side. And now you can merge these two together. So next we want to re-pin the arms. Well, actually move these faux tread pieces down and out of the way. and then repin the arm back there. Do the same thing on the other side. Pin that arm in. The thumb's in the way. There you go. And then now you want to, there's 2 tabs on the tread, the faux treads that tab under his arm. And just tab those in. And now you can collapse the top down, collapse the side panels. This, and then the scoop arm, you need to, it's on like a double hinge. You have to spin that in so that way you can, it gets flush. And then spin the scoop around, and then it gets flush like that. All right, so now we want to make sure all that squirms together. Next, we want to get the fist bit. So the first part we want to do is push the fist out like that till you can't get it out anymore. And that should look flush like that. And then you can swing this up, flip these panels out, and then there, if you look on the inside, you can see the hinge. There's 4 panels, so you need to flip those up and down. Make sure the fist is flush, or you can't, because basically these are stabilizers for the fist, so it doesn't push in. And then, all right, so first you want to flip this panel, so that way, because if you don't flip it before you push this in, you're not gonna be able to flip it out. So now this is, now here's that's all unfolded. So now we take his main body. So if you see, you got T clips. If I get the fist out of the way. And then the fist, you have where the mushroom pegs go in. So you wanna start. You want to put those in and then slide down. And then these panels right here tab in like so. And then the opposite side like so. And then this one tabs in. And then they kind of tab in each other. Oh, I put it on upside down. I wondered why there was no tabs. Don't do this like I did, folks. So, same principle applies. Mushroom peg goes in. Those tabs go in. These tabs go in. And then those tabs go in here. And those lock like that. Oh, and then I forgot to do one thing. Rotate it. So we have an arm. Wait a minute. There we go. We have an arm. You gotta remember. So, funny thing. I said in the previous FansToys Constructicon, Gary, they are all named after architects. So this one's name is Wright. And guess what, folks? Not only is it an architect, his name's Wright with a W, like the Wright brothers. It's his right arm. These guys are funny. I don't know if anybody else has caught that. I've only watched like one stream of this guy just for transformation. But we can get a good look at, let me back this up a little bit because the arm bit's pretty big. And I want to show it off. I can't wait to have this complete. But so, as you can see, so you got kind of a double jointed elbow because this piece goes up a little bit, and then so the hand can go back. I mean, this is a nice beefy hand. Flip the fingers out, but all the fingers, like they have pivot joints. This pinky, yeah. So I mean, you can sprawl the fingers out. Base pin, and then 2 additional knuckles. The thumb, I mean, it has its own pivot pin. It can pivot, and then it has 2 knuckles. And then, as you can see, the wrist can go back. Listen to that ratchet, heavy ratchet on that wrist rotation. So, and then you can kind of see, oh, I need to tilt this up. So it looks like this is what slides into the shoulder. And then this is the this piece right here is the shoulder. Hear that ratchet? So, I mean, it can get full 90 degrees. And then the chest is the rotate. I mean, that's a solid ratchet. So, yeah, looking forward to getting this guy in combined mode for sure. Check that out. You can balance him on his hand. He's gonna be doing finger push-ups. But yeah, so that's combined mode. Really solid. Like I said, the FansToys Devastator is going to be my Devastator. So I am pleased with the arm look. I love the faux tracks on either side. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so that's arm mode, combined mode. Let's move on to my final thoughts. All right, now let's move to my final thoughts. This is as wonky as he looks, and as wonky as his backpack looks. It's not what I'm going for, but if you think about it, his G1 animation model and his toy was, I mean, he was a goofy looking toy. What he does pull off well is the combined mode, which is what I'm going after. But not only that, it's a simple transformation. It's very easy from robot to combine to alt mode to alt mode to combined mode to combined mode to robot mode. Like, no stress at all. I wasn't worried about breaking anything or getting lost in the transformation. Very simple transformation. I was going of the two. Both of these have been very, very simple to transform. So I'm getting out of this what I want. It's going to be a badass Devastator. Now, if you want this guy in a robot mode, I don't think he's it. I want to see more from X-Transbots when it comes to robot mode. That's seems like what they're doing well is the robot modes, and FansToys' focus is a good combined mode. But definitely recommend if you need a Devastator. If you need a Scavenger, not so much. Devastator, yes. This is the one. So thanks for watching. If you could, hit that subscribe button, click the like, comment, share. Look me up on all these other socials. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TicTok, I'm on X. I have my own Facebook page. It's all at Talib1980_collects. So if you could follow those accounts as well. So that's all for this guy. This is the FansToys Wright, or a masterpiece version of Scavenger. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.